with your agent Luz. My name is Luz Baez, and I am a realtor here in the Richmond, Virginia area. I'm always here to help you. As you can hear, my voice is a little bit raspy today. Just getting through a cold for this past week. I almost kind of like didn't want to do this live today, if I'm going to be honest. Almost thought that, but I was feeling a lot better today. Last week, the past few days have been pretty rough, and there's no way that I would have been able to do this if I was feeling like yesterday or any other day before then. Between Thursday and yesterday, it was pretty rough. I could barely talk, but praise God, I am doing much better, and I'm glad that I get to be here with you today to share some knowledge about real estate. So every Wednesday at 6, from about 6 to 6:15, 6:30, I come on here on live and just share things that have to do with real estate or what's going on in the market, as well as some important things that you should know, whether you're buying a house, whether you're selling your house, whether you are thinking about buying or selling, or even some commercial. Now that I did get my commercial, back class and pass that, I'm definitely more equipped to help in those areas as well, investment properties and that. And so we've definitely been working in those areas, and you'll see some new changes coming in the next few weeks, as I kind of like rebrand and do all these new things for my business. So like I said, every Wednesday here at 6 p.m. I come on and I'll share with you everything that has to do with real estate, and even things about buying a home. If you have any questions, any topic that you would like to discuss, or you have any comments, feel free to leave them there for me, and I will definitely make sure that we address them in our lives. I like doing this. I like teaching. I like sharing my knowledge with others, and I really do this because I really believe that a lot of us don't have, that we want to buy a home, we want to sell a home, we want to do certain things, and sometimes we just, don't have it all the information that we need. So I come here and I kind of give you the nitty gritty from the other side, from a down to earth perspective, and I'm hoping that that you will get it, and that it will help you to make better decisions in this market that we are in. So with that said, today we're actually going to talk about selling your home. Now, if you were on the live last week, I did do this live on selling your home. However, after we went back, I hope this doesn't happen today, but after I went back to the recording, the sound went out, and you couldn't really hear the rest of everything I said, probably from the middle of the video to the end. So I decided to redo that today. Like I said, didn't get really a chance last week to redo it Friday, until I was sick. So my original intention was to kind of redo it Friday and repost it, but unfortunately I was just unable to do that. So we decided to just redo this today on selling your home, and hopefully the audio will not die on us midway through. So today we're going to talk about selling your home, and if you hold on one second. There we go. We'll take a moment there and share with your friends. And so, all right, so it's spring and summertime, and So usually this is the time of year where, people move more, and so considering how the market is, people talk about crash. We're still to see that. However, it's a good time to sell your home, quite frankly. And so today we're going to talk about, if you are considering selling your home, um, what are the steps to take in selling your home, especially in this market, to get the most bang for your buck. When investors are looking at things to invest in, and there's always a time frame in which these things kind of like are the most ideal. So we're kind of seeing that if you're thinking about selling your house, um, this is the best time to do it for the most, um, to get the most money for it. Some people say, oh, well, if I sell my house, I still got to move and then buy another house that is priced high and at a high interest rate. And to that, I say yes. However, you're going to have the proceeds from this house, um, that will help to pay for that other house. We don't think about those things. Or there's a lot of other things you can do too, but and also you can always refinance. So just keeping those things in mind, not making anybody do anything. But if you have any questions about what your home is worth, and if you're thinking about it, definitely give me a call and we can have that conversation, um, whenever you're available. You can see what's out there as well, and it is still tight. It's still a tight market. So that is just the truth of the reality that we are right now. But buyers are still winning, and we're still buying homes. They're still selling homes, and so it is a really good time to get into the market right now. Within 6 months from now, yes, you can sell your home. You can always sell your home. Considering how the markets are, just remember the market will cycle. So you will probably get what you're going to sell your home for, but maybe not more. Right now, we are seeing that people who sell their homes are getting a more than asking price, for their homes. So it is definitely something to consider, during this time. But so today we're going to talk about, if you are thinking about it, what can you do to prepare, or what are the steps in selling the home from the time that you say, hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. What should I do? So we have a little chart that we're going to share with you, or a little, a little chart, I guess you can say, I'll go through that we're going to share with you as we go through this program today. And so selling your home, the first thing that you would want to do is meet with your realtor. Okay, if you don't have a realtor, my phone number always comes on, after the program, during the program, and I always say that at the end, you can call me as well. But you will meet with your realtor. Okay, it will make that phone call, and after you when you're meeting with your realtor, when you're discussing this stuff with your realtor, you're going to do some sharing, and you want to explain your situation and goals for the agent, so the agent can craft a unique plan for you. So everybody has a different reason why they decide they want to sell their home, and so these are things that you kind of want to share with your agent. We are, by law, part of our fiduciary duties is confidentiality. So we are held to that standard, that everything that you share with us will be confidential. Um, so keeping that in mind, these are, things that your agent will have to know, so that he or she can help you start making a plan as to time frame and what we're looking at, when it comes to selling your home, right? Motivation, um, those things kind of come into play. Then, after you share, uh, you're sharing and having that conversation with your agent, then we'll develop a to-do list. We're gonna focus on appeal, and we're gonna focus on the price impacting items. Lean on your agent's experience for sorry, I got distracted there. You keep on telling me to take off this this Apple Watch during this, and I never do. Um, what was I saying? Okay, lean on your agent's experience. Okay, we want to focus on the appeal and the price items. And what are those appeal or, um, and impacting price items? The kitchen, right? The living room, the floors, decluttering. Oh wait, is that here? That's decluttering. Um, and we already had a video on this, on the things to do to kind of get your house ready for sale. But things that highly impact, like I said, the kitchen, just making sure that the kitchen is wiped out, the bathrooms, everything is clean. I mean, that's kind of like we think about it, but we clean on a regular day basis. But when you're selling your house, it's just a little deeper clean. You don't really think about the baseboards as much, but think about the baseboards when you are cleaning. You may need to bring in a cleaning company, or your agent may require you to do that or ask you to do that, or they want to make sure that all the decluttering is done. I mean, obviously, if you're still living in the home, or there's a tenant in the home, there may be some things that the needed things, but less is best. Um, so curb appeal is one of those high impacting items as well. Make sure that outside the house is clean, the shrubs are cut, um, everything looks tidy. Um, like I stated, the bathroom, the kitchen, the living rooms, that the bedrooms are, clean. Um, as far as the walls and the painting, I mean, your agent can give you more guidance on that. In this market, we want to get the house on the market as soon as possible. It may not be necessary, but it may not be a bad idea to just do some touch-ups, right? Just the faster you want to sell it, right, the more, do the best that you can with those high impact items, which are, I already mentioned kind of a few of them, but your agent will talk to you, or we'll talk more about that when we have our meeting. Then there's staging, right? And after we talk about what you're going to do about those to-do lists, you want to do the staging for the pictures. I mean, the picture, what do they say? A picture means 1,000 words, right? The pictures are to bring in the buyer to your home, get them to come and see your house. I mean, you have to put a picture of every single thing in there. No, I mean, the more the better, right? But of course, you want to put those things that um, uh, draw the eye the most, right? Which again, most people are drawn to things like the kitchen, the bathrooms, the living rooms, the outside, the backyard. We have a lot of buyers who are looking for a backyard. They have pets, they have kids, and they're looking for that. That's one of those must-haves. So if you have a backyard, hey, do your best, clean it up, make sure it's nice and cut, make sure it's nice and clean. Put a picture out there of the backyard. Um, you know, uh, like I said, people are looking for office space. So the staging is very important. If the room is supposed to be a dining room and you have converted it to something else, unless it's already closed or there's built-in stuff in there and you can't get it out, in my experience, it is recommended to put it back to what it's supposed to be if you can, right? I've seen a morning room kind of be converted into a kid's room, which is more convenient for you, but you're bringing in buyers, and that's not necessarily what, they're not all buyers are looking for that. And it's hard sometimes for buyers to kind of see through what's already there. That's why less is best, because you want to allow buyers to have their own creativity in their minds when they come to your house. So if you turn the morning room into a daycare area, and you can, just kind of flip it back real quick to a morning room, try to do that, or at least just to stage it as that for, and these are just tips to kind of sell your house faster. I mean, you can leave it the way it is. I'm just going to tell you what you see. Um, Now, in this market, like I said, that may play a role, that may not play a role, but it's good to keep that in mind. Um, if at all costs, if you can put it back and just have it nicely staged. And again, your agent will have more, and we will have more conversations about this. The agent will get the photographer there to take the pictures so that we can go ahead and put it on the listing. So once that staging is done and we want to make sure that your house stands out, we put it on the listing. We have the listing paperwork, and we get that put together in our listing, in our system, and we put it for sale. And your agent will make sure that they're doing everything possible to make sure that your listing goes on as many sites, that they are marketing it to the best of their ability, so that you will get buyers to come and see your home. So then now, once we put on the listing, yeah, we're gonna talk about showings for a little bit, and then of course at that point you have a for sale sign in the front of your yard, and people will know that you're selling your house. Now, when you once obviously you are putting your house for sale, then you have to think about the showings. When are people going to be allowed to see your house, right? What the potential buyers want to see your home. We are seeing a lot of open houses immediately once it lists, and those have been working well. So in this market, we've seen houses, go in less than a week, some in less than 30 days. Um, so the chances, of your house selling and selling fast in this market are high. Now, with that said, you still have to decide, when are you going to allow the showings. Obviously, if it's a vacant home, then, it's a little bit easier. But if you are still living in the home, sure, I'll get some water, thank you. If you are still living in the home, or you have tenants in the home, then you have to schedule those showings with your tenants, or decide when you're going to allow people or the buyers to walk into your home. Thank you, honey. When the people can come into your home and see your home, feel kind of like what it is to be in there. I said this already, and I just thought about this again, and I said this in one of my other videos, but if you have pictures, this is like when the showings come into place, right? If you have pictures, unless you're comfortable with people knowing you're the one selling the home and you don't care, buyers, you don't want buyers to be distracted. That's the first thing they're going to want to look at, right? Pictures, and see who's out there. Do I know this person? And I could say a lot about that. However, this is why you want to take those down. Just a little tip there. So, you want to schedule your showings with your agent and make sure that, that the agent, that they're only showing the house when, it's okay to show the house. You don't want somebody walking in and unless you want to be there. If you want to be there, or if, you want to be there while people are looking at your house, that's also something that you have to talk with your agent about and see that's okay. But just know that people are going to be seeing your house, so keep that in mind when you're staging and when you're doing your to-do list. Okay, so once you have showings, the next thing is, and for showings, potential buyers need to feel at home. Now, and this is why staging is important, right? Making sure that you declutter and all that fun stuff. Then you will be receiving offers, and your agent will present these to you as they come, or if you choose a specific date and a specific time to review those offers, that will also be presented, that will be presented to you at the time. And so um, your realtor will present the offers, all of the offers to you. So once you choose the offer that you're going to go with, and you know, negotiate those terms, and depending on what offer strikes you the best, that you think you can work with the most, you accept that offer, you ratify that offer, thank you, and we go to contract to closing. And then during the contract to closing, you know, the buyer's formal loan application will take place, a home inspection will take place, then after home inspection you'll have some negotiations with the buyer. So you get to choose what, you know, obviously the buyer comes back depending on the inspection, will ask what things need to be fixed, and at that point you can negotiate those terms, whether you're going to fix it, whether you're going to maybe give, in lieu of the repairs, you know, give some closing cost, um, or that, you know, depending on what those results come back. This is sometimes the longest part of the contract, the more, you know, going back and forth, the more negotiating part is that inspection and those home inspection negotiations. So other inspections, the seller will take care of the termite inspection. So keep that in mind. That's coming out of your pocket. You do have to do that inspection. So once the necessary repairs are completed, or like I said, if you decide you want to give in lieu of the repairs, you know, give the finances towards closing costs, that is up to you. And then the house goes for appraisal. The appraiser will schedule the date with your agent, will come to do the appraisal and title search. And so pending all of that goes well, then everybody's on their way to closing. We get the clear to close, and we close, and congratulations, you can schedule your moving truck. Congratulations, you have sold your home. And so those are the basic steps on selling, or what happens. Let's just say that. What happens when you're selling your home, right? The process of selling your home, kind of like from the start when you meet with your agent to the end when you contract to close. And there's many things that you can negotiate with your realtor. So if you have any questions, you know, if you're ready to start marketing, to start strategizing on selling your home, you want to know what it's worth, you want to move along with this process, definitely give me a call, 804-964-4458. Always here to serve you in this process, anything that has to do with real estate. And so thank you for joining me tonight. Tomorrow I will be doing this in Spanish. We have a hold on our radio program until June 9th. I will be resuming the radio program. We just have quite a bit of stuff going on from now until then, with family, you know, and so, and my son's in kindergarten and graduating, and, you know, appointments and all that fun stuff that, you know, I still have to do. So June 9th we will be resuming Ultra Radio 94.1. And what was it? But I'll be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. in Spanish. For those who join us every Thursday, I'll definitely share with your friends. And like I said, this is your agent Luz, realtor here in the Virginia area. If you have any questions, you can always give me a call. You can always send me a text message. You can always comment. So thank you guys for joining tonight, and I hope this was helpful to you. And I will talk to you later. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. God bless, and take care.